Alright, this is a review for Ben from looks like last Sunday. Go ahead and jump in here. I wish he wouldn't cut off the far right tables. I know you didn't watch the other video I made, but I can already tell you cut down your sizing a little bit on 888, which is cool. King Queen here. It's really short. I'd probably just give him a flat. It's a really wide opener. I might just 3-bet, get it in. Just with the intention that he's going to fold a lot. Maybe make some bad 4-bet shoves. Yeah, at this depth, I don't hate just checking back. I think he's going to have a lot of traps. Obviously, a lot of his shutdown range is going to be some like ace highs that are beating us, but if he checks here, I definitely make a stab at it. It's just our board now. Just with the intention of getting ace queen to fold. I don't know if a shove's really necessary because he's pretty. Yeah, I don't know if I would shove. I mean, obviously a shove's going to get the same range to fold, but I mean, really we're just targeting his ace tens plus. With that, you're going to get like his ace nines to fold. You shouldn't really have any sixes. I mean, sometimes he has pocket sixes, look us up. I guess shoving gets everything to fold, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, I think we can just make it 2/3 pot and be pretty content that he's going to fold all of his overcards. Because really the only hand he has by the river is pocket sixes and then like ace nine for value, really. You're going to get all those under pairs to fold. So while I like betting, I think we can adjust our sizing just based on what he's likely to have. Love to have a stack in the storm. Seven, 9 suited. Pretty nice hand to overflat here. tens. I didn't see it. I guess we just checked the flop. Yeah. No reason to do anything. It'd been pretty interesting if Button there tried to take a stab at it on the river. 'Cause it'd be pretty hard to find any value combos for him. Looks like it's probably just gotta go and get there. That sizing's so big. Sucks, but I mean, not when you're gonna win those. I was gonna say pre-flop. Sometimes I just flat there to try and with just the two stacks behind. I don't know. I think I get too carried away with it in some spots, but I think it's not a bad strategy, especially like that when he four bets. We don't love to like five bet shove, but so sometimes try and trap and like he's just gonna over shove like his ace jacks and ace queens. It's like a small blind reshove. Ended up getting it in for piles really good. And then we have like the best hand to play in position, a little disguised. Yeah, I can see the urge to want to check that top right too. I don't know why it disappeared, but the ace jack on that, it's a pretty wet board, but I think it's probably just a little too much value out there to be had. It's a pretty bad card for us. I would expect him to float a lot of king queens. though. Hmm. I mean, I think he's definitely just going to check back like Queen Jack and probably Queen 10. Maybe he starts bluffing Queen 10 at this point. But that card only improves. It doesn't. It only improves his floats and like some King Jacks and King 10s he has. Maybe he has some like Ace Kings that he floats again, or floats on the flop. But he's still going to have a lot of. I guess Ace Queen gets there too. Yeah, maybe just fold. Our hand only has a few cards that are really going to improve it, and some of those cards really suck, like an ace sucks. Yeah, I don't hate just giving up right here. So he doesn't really have too many diamond combos that aren't also pairs that he would just want to check and see some more equity, so yeah, I don't hate giving up. I didn't see how this hand played out. If it just went checked all the way down. I should go back and look at that hand. Alright, yeah, so we just flat the button. Looks like it just goes all checks all the way down. Yeah, at this point in the hand, I guess we're really only expect to get looked up by like Ace Jack with our sizing. Our sizing is kind of just hoping he has Ace Jack or Queens. That's really the only hands that we're gonna get looked up by it with this sizing, I think. Which I don't hate, because like if we make it like, if we go smaller, like maybe if we make it like 680, we can start bringing in some hands like Queen Jack and Jack 10. That's only two more combos. And he could even still be, he still could get sticky. It's Rebel Fish Ace King. Because we're obviously not nutted. We're never bluffing, really. I mean, so we're trying to rep like a hand like Queen Jack, or maybe Queens ourselves, like Ace Jack. So just given that our range is pretty capped and his range is really capped, I think I'd prefer a little smaller sizing. Just to try and bring in as many calls as possible. But like I said, with this sizing, we're still probably going to get looked up by like Ace Jack and Queens, which are likely. And then obviously all of us give ups are just going to fold to any sizing, so I don't hate trying to target the top or higher end of his range. You know, hey, trying to sneak in a limp here. Seems like a pretty cool spot with a good hand. We pick up a really good flop. Um, these guys are pretty short. Kind of sucks, but yeah, you're just gonna fire like. It sucks because we can't really size up for 3 barrels here. It's hard to do. Actually, I guess we can. 13 and then you need to fix your stack and tile. I don't know why you would like that. These hands like disappear after you click check on them. I like to be able to like watch the action as it's going through. That's a pretty stupid river. That'd be interesting if he bet. If he bet that river, I'd almost think we'd have to fold. It's really dumb, these spots where we can't quite, like we got like the top of our range, but we can't really bet it. And I don't even know if we can check call. Like he shouldn't have any 8s or 9s. He shouldn't have any full houses. I would expect him to bet 9s and 8s on that flop. Into three other people. So he really just repped really thin, and then I wouldn't expect guys just all of a sudden to turn like 8-7 into a bluff after hitting their 8. As sick as it is, I think we just have to check fold that river. Which makes me kind of just want to just bet kind of small and then just fold to a shove. Try and still get looked up by his 9x's and his 8x's. And then just fold 100% to a reshove. Because our hand's so good, like we gotta get value from it somehow. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. About just betting like 1200 and then folding, I guess. Even though the spade kind of makes us over rep our hand, as sick as that is, but. Spots like that come up a lot where we have value, but it's just not quite enough that we think we can value bet. Just the way the board runs out or the way our opponent plays the hand. And you can't really value bet yourself, even though you have a really good hand, and then you can't really justify check calling either. So you're kind of in this weird limbo spot where, at least for that spot, I think I like just betting. Like just bet, and then you know he's just nobody ever is going to raise bluff you or raise worse, so we can really confidently collect from his weaker range, and then just exploitively just check fold or bet fold when he raises. But maybe the value from our hand comes from just making that fold, just check folding it.